the entertainment world. The Hollywood Palace. With your host, Bing Crosby. Tonight, Chuck D'Amboise and Catherine Mazo. Beverly Garland. The King sisters with their sons and daughters. Leonardo. Frank McHugh. Corbett Monica. The Three Robertis. Mitchell Ayers and the Hollywood Palace Orchestra. All brought to you by Rolaids for relief of heartburn and acid indigestion. Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. And by the powerful new household disinfectant that gives anti-germ action lasting 30 days, new Glade disinfectant. We'll return to the Hollywood Palace after a word from one of our sponsors.
Here's Edie Adams with the Hi-Lo's.
Join the crowd that's smoking mild with Muriel cigars. Extra mild tobacco, make extra mild cigars. The taste is something special. They're so pleasant and so light. 'Cause Muriel's fine tobacco leaf is blended just right.
You'll find more smoking pleasure now in Muriel cigars. The thoughtful modern smoker goes with Muriel cigars.
For easy, milder smoking and a taste that is sublime. Why don't you pick one up and smoke it sometime?
Join the crowd that smokes mild, Muriel Mild. Enjoy a Muriel Air Tip or Coronella today.
And now, from the Hollywood Palace, which tonight celebrates its first anniversary, here is your host, the star of the Bing Crosby Show, Bing Crosby!
More to life than just living. It's not all sweetness, it's not all life. There's always taking and giving. The kiss to make up each time you fight. Life's what you make it. It's tears or it's fun. Your neighbor's hand when you shake it. I'm the one who waits when the day is done. There's more to life than the hassle. A smile can make a home seem a castle. If someone's sharing the laughter and strife, then life is more than just living. 'Cause if you're living with love, that's life, that's life. C'est la vie. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening. Now, as your host and your conférencier du vaudeville, may I welcome you to this first birthday show of the Hollywood Palace. As you can see, I'm properly dressed in formal clothes for this very auspicious occasion. I hope that President Johnson won't be upset. I rather intended to wear one of my noisier type sports shirts, but I loaned it to Hubert Humphrey for the inauguration. Honestly, it doesn't seem like a whole year, does it? Since I helped open the doors of this titanic temple of entertainment. But it has been really a most eventful 12 months. We've had an election. Ringo Starr had a tonsillectomy. I think they auctioned him off for about $1,500 apiece. Bob Hope had his nose regraded. Had to pump up the sway back a little. A lot of great stars, really outstanding people have stepped through this proscenium arch during the year. And a lot of them are back here tonight to help us sort of cut the birthday cake. As for the entertainment this evening, we are loaded. Loaded.
Did you page me, Daddy?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daddy Warbucks. It's nice to be here, Bing, and I'm here for the celebration.
Well, you were just in time, Phil, because the birthday cake is in the oven.
Well, I certainly hope that they use my recipe. You see, I used the white of 1 egg and 6 bottles of light rum.
Light rum.
Light rum.
How about the yeast?
You don't need it. It goes up like Aunt Hager's children.
Right is like a bag.
Right up, huh?
Right up.
There he goes.
He's dead here.
I see you.
Yes, he did. There he goes, Phil Harris, one of the hosts of the past year. You know, Phil was here twice. Well, actually once, and a chaser, to tell the truth. He's just one of the stars who will be dropping by this evening. For example, we have Tony Martin and Sid Charisse. Oh, my, you're looking simply beautiful tonight. Très élégant, très chic.
Thank you, Bing. Now say something nice about Sid.
I know you can outsing me, but do you have to outdress me, too?
Well, you know, Bing, I love the way you sing.
You're very nice.
Especially during the holidays, the way you sing Black Magic.
Not me. Well, thanks enough. That's Johnny Johnson. You know that Sid is going to be the Hollywood Palace hostess coming January 30th. Now on with tonight's show. And those European music hall sensations from Italy, permette che le presenti los Three Robertis.
And now I show you beautiful trick. Un bel giochettino, eh? Va bene. Allora, vediamo.
Say, George, are you sure that this is the place where their birthday celebration is?
Sure, there's BC.
BC? He doesn't look that old.
Hello, GB. Anything? EW.
Hello. Hi, BC.
I tell you something, having you two fellas here is proof positive that vaudeville is still the #1 form of entertainment.
Richard Burton doesn't think so.
You two going to do a little entertaining at tonight's affair?
How about the three of us singing a little harmony?
Oh, yeah.
Something nice.
Sing? You got a part for me?
Mitch, my key. Oh, that way. Right down there. Oh, now your part.
She
can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
Oh, she can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
What? She can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
She can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
I'm a dramatic carry a gun good as any mother's son. She can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
Here we go.
Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
What's the matter?
It's one note.
One note?
One note.
What does that
Or she
mean?
can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
She can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son. Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son. One note.
One note?
One note.
I'm sorry.
Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son. Let him do it alone once more.
Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
Once more.
Or she can carry a gun good as any... That sound like Ferry Ass?
No.
Or she can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
Now all together.
Or she can...
Let's get somebody that can sing.
What a breath. And now in the Hollywood Palace, the world-famous star of the New York City Center Ballet, assisted by the lovely Catherine Mazzo, ladies and gentlemen, the celebrated Jacques Gamboise. Catherine Mazzo. I'm sure you know the next young man from his more than 200 motion picture roles, as well as from a current Monday night situation comedy series in which I handle the situations and he takes care of the comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank McHugh.
Thank you, Bing. Thank you.
You bet, Frank.
Bing, I know you're having a ball making this series.
Great fun, enjoying it.
You're first on the set in the morning and you're last to go home at night.
That's me.
But, Bing, what do you need it for? What are you going to do with all that money?
Hold it now, just a minute, Frank. I got a lot of mouths to feed, a lot of fancy freshers at my house. I'm telling you, Frank, the way my kids pack in the groceries, I'm lucky to come home at night and find myself half a bottle of flat Kool-Aid. Let's not talk about you, Frank, because, or about me. Let's talk about you. Yeah, because you're the star here, right? Maybe it's all for the best. You probably appeared in more motion pictures than anybody else in Hollywood. Oh, do you think so?
Well, I know. I wouldn't go so far as to say that. I've been in a lot, but I didn't break any records.
Oh, yes, you have.
But, you know, funny thing about the pictures I was in, I was always cast for the role of a drunk in 90% of the pictures. The role of a drunk. Why, it got so. Oh, yes. I could just kind of turn it on and off without the aid of any alcoholic beverage.
No kidding.
Yes.
That's remarkable.
Yes.
You could get boxed without a drink?
I could really get plastered just thinking of it.
Dean Martin, are you listening? Really? Well, can you do it now if you had to?
Oh, if I had a hat here, I could turn it on for you any minute.
Give him
if
a
I
hat,
just had a hat. Yes,
throw him a skimmer. Flip it out there. Nice shot. Look like a lateral from Unitas to Lenny Moore. Instant booze. Frank, why don't you go get some black coffee now? Go ahead, have a nice time.
Don't go away, Bing.
Frank's going to be coming back a little later with Beverly Garland, and we'll be right back with one of the country's brightest comedy stars, Corbett Monica.
What is best for acid indigestion?
Millions of people use Rolaids.
Why are Rolaids so good?
Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. The following demonstration shows how important this is to you. When you have acid indigestion, your stomach drips excess acid, causes heartburn, gas, that burning sensation. Rolaids, however, contains an exclusive buffering compound. Watch how it works. Rolaids protects your stomach with thousands of absorbent particles. Each particle consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. Result, Rolaids controls the steady drip of acid, gives relief that lasts for hours. So when excess acid causes painful indigestion, take Rolaids. Remember, Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. Rolaids tastes like a mint, works like a miracle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Corbett Monica. Thank you, Bing, for that. Well, I tell you, it's a pleasure being here for the anniversary show, and a big thrill for me working with you. Thank you, Corbett.
You know, you're one of the great personalities of our time.
Oh, no, nothing
Yeah,
like
and
that.
today you're a big producer.
Well, you mean the Bing Crosby show?
No.
Or Ben Casey show?
No, I mean all the kids you got.
Look who's talking. Here's a fellow that's got 4 children and 1 on the way. This cat here.
Yeah, my wife has a great sense of humor.
Tell him about it over
I
there.
sure will.
Pick a spot over there.
Okay. That's the truth. Wives have a great sense of humor. And the funny part about it is man has no conception of marriage. I have just found that out. We men, we think we marry a girl, we give them our names, we support them, we buy them gifts, that we own them lock, stock, and barrel. It's a joke. They own us lock, stock, and barrel. They're just biding their time. Now, I don't want to upset you fellas, but just to prove a point, take a look at your wife and say to yourself, how come I'm insured and she's not? Don't think about it too long. It'll get you right here. I know a lot of married couples. I don't know one wife that's insured. Me, I'm insured up to here. My wife, not a dime. I go to work. She says, fly, take a plane, fly. And they never let you forget you're insured, not for a minute. Comes the end of the day, right? You put out the lamp, says, are you covered? Oh, they have a great sense of humor. You ever walk in a house at night, you walk in the kitchen, you say, how do you feel, honey? She don't answer you. It's her day off. It's Tuesday, she don't feel like talking to you. Because that afternoon while she was dusting, she remembered something you did to her 2 years ago. So tonight, you're on ice. She don't say a word. You're home 5 hours, you throw the kids around, you watch television. Not one word. Comes time for you to go upstairs, put your head on the pillow, close your eyes and get some sleep. She starts to talk. Like she never talked in her life. As if the neighbor's putting nickels in her all day. She can't sleep. Why not? She had a nap that afternoon. And they test you to see if you're sleeping. They poke you in the face. Are you sleeping? No, I'm shaving. And you know, misery loves company. If they can't sleep, you can't sleep. We're lying there one night. She says to me, when we first met, did you pick me up or we introduced? I said to myself, I'll humor this maniac. You gotta humor them because they control the electric blanket. And then there's days when you're so tired, you can't wait to get home. All you can think about is a hot bath and a soft mattress. You get under the covers and you close your eyes. You fall off the slumberland, deep in the arms of Morpheus. And they nudge you in the back with an elbow that they dip in poison syrup. Now, my wife's got an elbow. I don't know, in the daytime it looks normal. But when the moon comes up, she sharpens it somewhere. And while they're nudging, they ask that question, do you love me? Well, you pull all your resources together and you answer, yes. You then tell me. You never tell me. All my girlfriend's husbands tell them. You're the only one on the block that don't tell. So tell me so I can tell them you told me. So you take a chance. I mean, it's late. Nobody will hear you. I like that myself. We're lying there one night. She said, I want to learn how to drive. I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. The car's sleeping. She woke up the car. You ever teach your wife how to drive? I'll give you an example. Put the key in. That's good. Get into the right. Fine. Release the brake. Good. Pushing the starter button. Fine. Now get in the car. She backed the car out of the garage, which was unusual because I backed the car in the night before. She got to the corner, made a right turn. A wide right turn. Into the other lane. To an oncoming car. Well, do I have to tell you? I was hysterical. I was screaming like a maniac. After the crash, she looked at me and uttered a statement that would win a Pulitzer Prize. She said, you shouldn't have yelled. Now, maybe she's right. Maybe I should have said, you get a feeling we're going to have an accident? See those two people in the back seat? They're from the other car. Well, we want you ladies to know that we husbands all agree that you give us the greatest gift in the world, and that's children. I travel so much, I don't get to see my kids as much as I'd like. So I've come to the conclusion that they're worth their weight in gold. I don't care how successful you are, how important you are. I say that if you have the love of a child, you're richer than you ever dreamed. My son, I'd like to kill him. My mother used to say to me, someday you're going to get one just like yourself. I got him. I don't mind that, but I got 3 to go with it. You want to know something? They're all worth it. Good night.
Danger. Germs. But new Glade disinfectant gives effective anti-germ action lasting 30 days, kills dangerous staph and strep germs. Effective anti-germ action lasting 30 days
longer than the other leading household spray. Glade Disinfectant sanitizes air, too. Protect your family. Kill dangerous germs with new Glade Disinfectant. Ingredients tested and proved in a leading New York hospital.
Good furniture resents dusting with only a dust cloth. Don't give up. Try Pledge with your dust cloth. Pledge removes dirt, smudges, ordinary dusting can't. Cleans and waxes. Leaves a beautiful hard wax shine. Use Johnson's Pledge for wax beauty instantly as you dust, every time you dust.
Now, next Saturday evening, a brand new show is scheduled. It's going to brighten up the ABC network. It's a solid hour of family entertainment by a talented family of entertainers. They'll be on for the season. They're going to be just ahead of Lawrence Welk. In other words, just before Lawrence pops his cork. Now, tonight, the Hollywood Palace is going to present sort of a little sneak preview of this upcoming hour of music and loveliness. And here they are with their sons and daughters, and befitting this or any other palace, the Singing King family.
Tell her you care each time you speak. Make it her birthday each day of the week. Bring her nice things, sugar and spice things, roses and lollipops and lollipops and roses. Carry her books, that's how it starts. 14 or 40, their kids in their heart. Keep them handy, flowers and candy, roses and lollipops and lollipops and roses.
There is nothing like a there is nothing you can name that is anything like a day. There are no books like a day. Yay, yay. And nothing looks like a day. Yay, yay. And nothing acts like a day. Yay, yay. Or attracts like a day. Yay, yay. There ain't a thing that's wrong with any man here that can't be cured by putting him near a girly, womanly, female, feminine day.
There are guys just right for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Oh, those guys don't know what they're missing. There's such a lot of living to do. They try to tell us we're too young, but you're old-fashioned. But we don't mind it. We love the old-fashioned thing. The sound of rain upon a window pane. The starry night that
must say, when ABC announced this as a family entertainment, they weren't kidding. I haven't seen so much family in one room since I left the house this morning. Yvonne, are you the spokesman for this little population explosion?
That's right, Bing. Anything you'd like to know?
Well, just one thing. Are you real blondes?
Oh, naturally. And chemically.
How about me becoming a distant relative, you know, sort of a kissing cousin? You know, just for one song. Could I kind of creep in there?
Oh, you sure can. That'll put us in the will.
Oh, you can.
When you're feeling blue,
every time I hear them sing, it's a genuine pleasure.
dream.
That's the thing to do. Every single song they sing is such a treasure.
Just watch the smoke rings rise to the air. You'll find your share of memories there. So dream when the day is through.
Here's the news about these smart singing dearies.
Dream, and they might come true.
In a week, they're gonna start their own series.
Never are as bad as they seem. So
Dream.
when you're feeling blue.
That's the King family. Now, don't you forget to look in on these blondes. You'll find that audiences have more fun. Lee, I caught your Hollywood Palace show last week. Highly entertaining. Really a good show.
Thank you.
You know, we're going to have a party here tonight. We have a cake. We've got everything. But what we really need now is a candle. What's it?
Take your pick.
Don't get too close to the camera, because if you do, you might melt the station break. Now, you wouldn't want that.
No.
That'd be very bad.
See Part 2 of Exodus, the Sunday night movie on ABC. Attention all ABC stations, a special film report on the tragic air crash in Wichita, Kansas. LBJ and Prime Minister Pearson and the developments in Philadelphia, Mississippi will be shown at 10:30 p.m. New York time. Stations wishing to record this for their local play should be prepared to record at 10:30 p.m.
Well, as you've heard from all the stars on board this evening, this is the first anniversary of the Hollywood Palace. In keeping with the event, we have a cake. And when you have a cake, you need some plates. And to handle the plates, we've imported Europe's greatest expert at this line of work. He's from Blavel, France, the famous Leonardo. Anyone who has ever juggled dishes in a cafeteria will appreciate this next one because it's Leonardo's most famous trick, keeping 10 plates, all of them going at once. We have here the big Buddy Ebsen, the big oil man from Beverly Hills, and Gene Barry, the world's richest policeman. What a nice feeling it is to stand between two millionaires.
Well, it takes one to know one. Hey, you can take all I've got and put it in that little piggy bank of yours.
Oh, if we'd have brought 2 or 3 more millionaires with us, we'd make one whole Crosby.
Neither one of us would have as much as Joe Namath, would we? Well, stick around for the birthday party because you can each have a slice of Phil Harris's birthday cake.
No, thanks. I'm driving.
We're going to be back in a very few moments with the beauteous Beverly Garland.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, but he still has a cold. And a sore throat, too.
I can't have my best salesman out much longer. And you tell George to gargle Listerine for that sore throat.
George's boss is right. Gargling Listerine is strongly recommended when you have a cold and a sore throat. But the best remedy for a cold is not to get one. And tests over a 12-year period proved that people who gargled Listerine full strength twice a day had fewer colds, milder colds, and about half as many sore throats as those who did not gargle. Only Listerine, of all leading mouthwashes, contains so many active ingredients to kill germs that come with colds and can cause sore throats. So this winter, gargle with Listerine twice a day, every day, for fewer colds, milder colds.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the loveliest member of my TV cast. The girl that I married for better or reruns, Beverly Garland. Hi, babes.
Hi, Bing. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I call you gentlemen, but you know what you are. I bet on a horse today. First time I ever saw a horse start from a kneeling position. Went off at 2 to 1, came in at 9:15.
Wait a minute, what is this? Went off at 2 to 1 and came in at 9:15. What is this horsing around? What have you been doing, studying method acting with Milton Berle or something?
This is the Hollywood Palace.
Yes, the Hollywood Palace, but I never heard you come on like this.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to come out here and you're supposed to tell fast
Well,
jokes.
no, not you.
Oh, I figured this is my one chance to be a top banana.
You want to be a top banana?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be that kind of a performer, let's get an expert out here. We have a fella standing in the wings. Let's get him out of here. Frank, come here a minute.
What is it, baby?
I got trouble. This girl wants to be a top banana. I think peeling and all. I don't know.
Oh, no. Beverly, you're a straight actress, not a comedian.
No. Can't be a Bob Hope overnight. Takes a couple of nights. Fortnight, maybe. Right, Frank?
Right, babe.
Now, if you want to be a top banana,
You gotta start at the bottom of the bunch.
you gotta know the joke about the farmer's daughter.
Then take it in the kisser with the soda water. Baby!
Yes, Frank.
I've got a dog named Ginger.
Does Ginger bite?
No, Ginger Snap.
If you want to be a vaudeville comic, it's basic training for you to take a punch.
Saving!
Yeah, come in, Frank.
Who was that ladle I saw you with last night?
That was no ladle. That was my knife. You gotta roll your eyes and make a funny face. And do a take a horror. This must be the place. If you want to be a top banana, you gotta start at the bottom up. There you are. You get the idea, Bev?
Oh, yes, I get the idea. You fellas like to sing.
Bing,
What?
let's do the I'll bet you $5 you're not here bit. Maybe Beverly will get the idea.
The old vaudeville bit, huh? I
Yeah.
think you're thinking very smartly, Frankie. Beverly, would you wait a minute outside?
Oh, no, you don't. The last time a producer told me to wait outside, I waited 4 years.
No kidding. That's what you think about it. Now, come on.
All right.
Ankle out of here.
Okay.
Right.
Bing?
Yep.
I'll bet you $5 you're not here.
I'm not here. Well, I may not be not all there, but I'm certainly here.
I will get you that you're not here.
Just happen to have a finiff with me. Drop it yonder. Go
All
ahead.
right. Are you in Philadelphia?
Nope.
You're not in Kansas City?
Nope.
You're not in San Diego?
Definitely not.
Well, if you're not in Philadelphia, Kansas City, and San Diego, you've got to be someplace else. And if you're someplace else, you're not here.
Oh, I have been built, hopes, hooked, and everything.
Ah, don't be upset, Bing. You can get your 5 back.
Yeah?
Yes,
How am I
get
gonna do that?
yourself a chump.
Well, who will I get?
Well, do you suppose Beverly knows the game?
Quiet, not too
Okay,
loud.
fellas, your 4 years are up.
Beverly, you're just the girl I want to see. I'll bet you $5 you're not here.
Are you kidding? Whew, that's a bet.
That's what happens to all the household money, huh?
Frank, you hold the money.
Here's my finiff. Okay, you're not in Philadelphia.
No.
You're not in Kansas City.
No.
You're not in San Diego.
Nope.
All right, if you're not in Philadelphia, you're not in Kansas City, you're not in San Diego, then you must be someplace else. And if you're someplace else, then you're not here.
Yeah, that's right. I win.
Wait, what are you doing? Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Well, you took the money.
Well, I'm not in Philadelphia.
Right.
I'm not in Kansas City. I'm not in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not in any of those 3 places, I've got to be someplace else. And if I'm someplace else, I can't be here. And if I'm not here, oh, Bing, how could I have taken the money?
I think you ought to get yourself a straight man and go east. You're ready. This girl learns fast, doesn't she?
Right. If you want to be a top banana, you got to start at the bottom of the bunch.
It doesn't matter if the jokes are clean or shady.
Make fun of everybody, even your old lady.
What's the difference if she's someone clever? She's a straight man and ought to know her part.
Now she raised you from an infant, and she's kind and sweet.
But can't she tell you how the chicken crossed the street?
Well, if you want to be a top
Banana, you gotta start from the bottom.
Beverly Garland and Frank McHugh are going to be back in just a moment with our star-studded birthday party.
March, here's the sweatshirt you loaned Jimmy the day it turned so cold. You needn't have bothered, it's so old. Why, it's perfectly all right. How'd you get it so bright? With Bold, the new detergent Bold. Now, Millie, don't be silly. No detergent makes clothes bright. Bold does. Better than clean, better than white, all the way to bright. These power granules are new. Why, they're green and white and blue. Okay, prove to me what Bold can do. Well, what do you know? They almost glow, they're bright. You get whiter white, bluer blue, checkier check, and blacker blacks too. I thought I was wise, but I can see with my eyes the difference is like day and night. What goes in Bold comes out bright. I'm sold. I'm Bold.
All right, Mitch, a little birthday music, please.
Well, there it is, folks. It's baked according to Phil Harris's own recipe. I don't know whether we should cut it or dilute it.
Well, now, who wants to cut the cake? How about the oldest?
All right. Now, I'm not afraid to say who's the oldest. Now, let me see. Who is that?
George.
You cut it, George.
Lee, you're talking on my line. Not me. I happen to know that Liberace uses a lot of makeup. Cut it.
You got me mixed up with my brother George.
Well, I'm afraid you've got me confused with Granny Clampett.
Not me, not me. Why, only yesterday I arrested myself for juvenile delinquency.
So, you think I'm the oldest? Well, I might as well tell you the truth. I'm really Frankie Heffalong.
You like being a married man?
Philip? How can you think of celebrating at a time like this when Liz Taylor is leaving America?
All right. Before we cut the cake, Bing, let's give this to Bing. What? Before we cut the cake, that was hard to say. Let's sing a little song.
Okay.
A little birthday song, all together. Oh, happy birthday to you. Hold it. Well, she can carry a gun good as any mother's son.
But you can carry a gun good as any mother's son?
Back up a little.
Back a little? Carry a gun like a
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alice. Happy birthday, Mrs. Alice.
Now, the cake cutting starts in just 1 minute, so don't anybody go away, huh?
Salem flavor freshens your taste. Salem flavor freshens your taste. Smoke Salem cigarettes.
Isn't it time you discovered Salem filter cigarettes? Salem freshens your taste while it brings you full tobacco flavor. Rich tobacco taste, menthol soft flavor. That's Salem.
Salem flavor freshens your taste. Smoke Salem cigarettes.
Salem flavor freshens your taste.
Well, it was a great evening for all of us. We want to thank you for attending our birthday party. Looks like everybody was here in the palace except possibly the king. That's Nat Cole. And Nat, you get well soon, and we hope that we'll be seeing you. We have another great show in the Hollywood Palace next week with your hostess, Kate Smith, Catherine Smith. I'm kind of partial to gals named Catherine. Come and get it, gang. Come on, Raquel. Pass out the cake, everybody. Yeah, let's go.
Hollywood Palace presents all the galas on ABC. It was worth $1 million to see vaudevillians on your TV. Their song and their dance kind of gave you a glance how it used to be. And it's when you're old tonight. And let me tell you that the second year too that we're planning for you will have lots of fun. This season ahead will be knocking you dead, pleasing everyone. You'll have fun galore and there's plenty of shows set to entertain you all. On our second year on ABC. What a night this has been. What a happy mood we're in. Everyone is as excited as can be. Everyone's feeling great. We're all here to celebrate the Hollywood Palace anniversary. We thank everyone from the show is a book that we like to say. It was such a thrill having you on the bill that you could play. The Hollywood Palace, dear Hollywood Palace, on this special day. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
been brought to you by Salem, the filter cigarette with a refreshingly different taste. Salem flavor freshens your taste. And by Polygrip, the modern cream denture adhesive that grips evenly, grips comfortably, grips dentures firmly all day. This is Dick Tufeld.
This sales lady said to me, would you like to try on the dress in the window? And I said, no, not with all those people passing by. I'll take it home and try it on.
Well, Laugh with Wendy and Me, Monday night on ABC.
Gunsmoke, starring James Arness as Matt Dillon, brought to you by Crest, the toothpaste with Fluorestan, proved effective against cavities in homes like yours, and Liquid Prel, the extra rich shampoo to drench your hair in luxury.
How does it feel to drench yourself in luxury? How does it feel to drench your hair in luxury? You'll know when you discover the very personal luxury of Liquid Prel, the extra rich shampoo. Liquid Prel. Your hair will know rich, rich lather, abundantly thick.
And the richer the lather, the better the shampoo.
Some shampoos splash, thin and watery. Liquid Prel is extra rich. Each drop bursts into lather so thick it just has to leave your hair soft, shimmering, luxuriously clean.
For the richer the lather, the better the shampoo.
Enjoy Liquid Prel, the color of liquid emeralds. Use extra rich Liquid Prel, and drench your hair in luxury.